This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Granger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
What's the easiest choice you can make? Window instead of middle seat? Picking a vendor who sends a great gift basket? Outsourcing business tasks you hate? What about selling with Shopify? Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit a million orders stage. Shopify's there to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell. Wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/try. Go to shopify.com/try now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/try.
Hashtag no music, no intro. Felt like I just watched this movie again, Ryan. Like,
right?
like the NFL took the tape out and just put it in on a different Sunday. It's like, replay.
I mean, damn.
Every game, every Saints game. I know the script. I know the ending. Saints lose another tough game to the Titans in a game where it honestly was Trevor Siemian's best game.
Yeah,
he was looking splendid.
Nice throws, man.
Nice throws, bro. Nice ass throws.
Better throws I've seen from a Saints QB in a while. I was like,
yeah, bro. There was some dives. In a game where leading into it, I had no idea how offense was gonna be manufactured, and yet Sean Payton still was able to manufacture some, but they lose it. Like this game to me came down to four things. So we can start with whichever one we want to start with. So the four things to me was the absolute abhorrent roughing the passer penalty that led to the Titans being able to score a touchdown, because it literally led to them getting a touchdown. Like Marcus Williams intercepted the ball, that takes a touchdown off the board for Tennessee. So that's a huge one in itself. So that's one. The second one was Ryan Johnson. I know Ryan got that unfollowed in the drafts. It's in.
Ready. It's ready, boy. Smoke.
2 missed extra points. The Saints ended up losing by 2. Tells you everything you need to know.
Shit. That's it right there.
The Deontay Harris fumble to start the second half kickoff.
So typical.
And this one, the fourth one was when it was fourth and goal at the 1 yard line, and Sean choosing to go for a field goal. Whichever pressure point you want to start with first, let's go.
No, that 4th down play, man, that was so key to me because he punked out. He punked out, man. He punked out. He's the old phrase of playing not to lose instead of playing to win. Got him. Because he said, I'm going to need 3 points at some point.
So at that point, it was an 11-point game, right? Yeah, right. It was an 11-point game.
So, he was like, look, we need a field goal. Let me just go ahead and just get this out the way because we can't get it in. He didn't have faith that they can get that 1 yard, bro.
Yep.
He punked out and, they didn't really give him great confidence, obviously, because they had multiple tries. Multiple tries, and we just couldn't get it in. But man, like that right there, like if you would have got it in, that would have been a game changer right there. That would have changed the game.
So I understand it. I think so. At that point, I think that was in the fourth, if memory serves correctly. It's in the fourth. I think Sean's vision was, if we don't get it here, even if they're back, the Titans' offense is back in their 1 yard line, he just didn't seem to have enough faith that there would be enough time, to get the ball back and score enough time and what have you. That's that. Part of me is like, why don't you just put Taysom in, let him try to run that bitch in there, score, quarterback power, what have you. Other part of me looks at it is that if they don't get it, like, time was already kind of running low, like, because then at that point it's still in a where
you almost certainly lose if you don't get it on 4th down.
Yes, 100%.
Like there really is no backup plan. You
correct.
Missed out when you almost certainly lose. There's still a chance,
but it's finite.
But like, I don't know. It's we'll never know. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things we could kind of pick apart. But me, I'm just like, look. To me, the kicker was iffy anyway, so me going for 3 points wasn't no guaranteed anyway. So I was just like,
right, yeah,
fuck the kicker, let's just go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get it. Can we? So before we talk about the two other pressure points, we gotta have the mentions of Finding Nemo and Caesar Maurice. That 2020 draft class, Ryan. You got a first round pick on the offensive line who was getting worked all game, bro.
Work, man. 2 sacks, man. 2 sacks.
Gave him, and it was just beat from jump. And then and people are like, you got to come up with a different name for Finding Nemo because no, that's his name. His name is #Finding Nemo. He is who he is on the 2-point conversion. Like, he had other plays where it's just like, this motherfucker. But like on the 2-point conversion, there, where you are to score a 2-point conversion, and then what happens? Whoops, false start, gets pushed back. Whole tenor of the play change, because I believe Taysom was out.
Yeah, Taysom was in there first, so they completely changed the play. At this point, it's no longer a 2-point conversion. You know what I'm saying? And they had to have that 2-point conversion. So
had to, because Brian Johnson had missed 2 extra points.
Right. So it was all hell, man. Like, and there was long stretches, like, they came back in there, but man, there were long stretches of offense where it was, like this is poverty. Like, this is what poverty feels like, man. It was bad.
Yes, they got it going.
Catching the ball. They get it going. Yeah, it seemed like 2 weeks in a row. They get it going kind of late. Maybe defense is playing a little softer and stuff like that. So they're able to dial things up a little better. They start playing with some hurry-up offense, which, hey, lo and behold, kind of works and gets the team in rhythm. Wow. Who would have thought?
When the Saints came out, their first drive, it was like the most up-tempo I had seen Sean run the offense that's not like in a hurry-up mode in forever. And, they drive and then boom, penalty. Gets, pushed back.
Throws everything off.
Everything. The offense has such a small margin.
Right.
That penalties, like, this offense can't overcome penalties anymore, bro. They can't do it.
Penalties, turnovers are just killers. Like, you know, the days Drew Brees would throw like 2 interceptions and we have a fumble and we'll still win. Like, you can't do that.
Nah, bro.
These days, bro, like, one interception or one fumble is just like, fuck.
Perfect example, bro. Let's go back to last week against the Falcons. Teron Armstead, sack, fumble, led to a touchdown. Deontay Harris, fumble, led to a touchdown. They're just not a good enough team, especially offensively, that can happen. And Sean sounded super annoyed after the game.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like somebody getting benched. I don't know who getting benched, bro. I don't know. But it sounds like there's some changes coming. It'll be interesting to see in what form those changes come.
And that's fine, but like, who you got? Like, who you got on the bench?
Nick Vannett, baby. Come on now.
All right, and we roll like that. Like, I'm with it, but I'm just like, I mean, there's no savior coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying?
This is one thing I will say, though. I said this, I tweeted this, and I'll say it on the podcast. Throckmorton should be starting the rest of the season. Rest of the season.
Yeah.
Like, it's to the point, and I know we shit on Pete a lot. We shit on Pete a lot. Usually it's rightfully so. But I think if you got Pete at left guard and Throckmorton at right guard, I don't know, bro. Like, and Pete might be out the whole entire season, right, with the torn pec. So that might be all for naught. But honestly, if Teron is healthy at left tackle, it should be Throckmorton at one guard spot, Hurst at another guard spot, because I'm tired, Ryan. I'm tired of seeing Reese get, like, we saw it all last season. We came on this podcast. We pointed it out. We was like, oh, y'all, this is real troubling. This is real bad offensive line play. Oh no, when he's out of position, he missed Cam. Like, stop it.
Then we had him at center this year, and it was like, ugh. So I don't know, man. He's just not that good. He's not very good. You know. It's not very good. It's okay. It happens sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it get better, but I mean, man, with offensive line, bro, like you draft for a guard or a center in the first round. You want a motherfucker that's gonna be good for 10 years, gonna get a couple Pro Bowls. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want. Ruiz nowhere near that yet.
No. Oh my God, no.
Nowhere near that.
I want to flip it over real quick to the defense. Can we talk about the game that Marshawn had today?
Yeah, it was ugly, man. Like, it was interesting. He's always, I wouldn't say always struggle, but the way to get him is on those crossers where you get the wide receiver to run away from him across the field and get him, you know, kind of get him looking at the backfield, and it works. It just works against him. He had a lot of those. He had a lot of plays where he was playing zone. They sort of flood the zone up.
Yep.
And get him kind of, you know, standing on his back foot and not figuring out where to go. So it was just like, it wasn't a bad game from him, but it was just like, Jesus. Like, you know, you just keep seeing these catches. It's like, oh, fuck, man, come on now. You know, it was like that dude was catching it. It was gone too. Like,
gone, bro. Like, it's. I guess the game. Like, here's part of it that's frustrating. It's kind of going back to the point of what you said is how can it be fixed? And the thing is that, like, you know, like ain't nobody coming through that door, bro. Like that's it. Like, what we got is what we got. The Saints still have are still the number 6 seed right now in the NFC in the playoffs. But and what I'm quickly realizing is that they're too talented and too deep to get blown out, and too well coached to get blown out. It just doesn't happen. Like, they'll always be, no matter who's at quarterback, no matter what they have and on the offense, they're gonna put up a fight no matter what.
Yeah.
And it's funny, as they were playing the Titans, I was like I know the Titans have the number 1 seed in the AFC, but it's like, are the Titans really good? Like, no offense to the Titans or anything, but like I didn't come away like impressed. I mean, they did what they needed to do to win, right? And at the end of the day, that's what needs to be done, what have you. But the Saints are on the road again next week against the Eagles, and that's a must win. The Eagles are low key kind of surging right now for how their season's going.
They can get beat by the Eagles quick,
bro. Bro, I was watching them against the Broncos, and I was like, oh Lord. I do want to give credit. We've been on Two Furs Ash for a while. He had himself pretty damn good game today, man.
Past couple of weeks, man, he's been one of the best, arguably the best D lineman, man. Like,
yep. Very quickly.
Dude been balling, man. Dude been balling, bro. Like, it ain't, every snap like you want, or it ain't, kind of pop up in moments, but he's been the one disrupting things on the back end.
By far.
I mean, he took when the wire went out and
that backup came in.
He did what you're supposed to do when the backup come in, like own that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hope Ken Jordan listening. Yes. I'm just saying, bro.
And then LeWine came back. He did it to LeWine too. It was like, okay,
sure did. Sure did. He's played well. DeMario had moments as DeMario does. Quan had a great game, man.
That game. Quan was great, man. Quan was great. That's what Quan is, though, man. You want him to be that motherfucker shooting, shoot out a pistol, just pow, And man, DeMario made a tackle. I was like, damn. Oh man, Quan and Roby made a tackle.
Yep.
I was like, oof.
They was hitting, bro. It
was a good physical game. Bro.
It was, man. It was. It was a good game to watch. Whoever was calling plays for the Titans offense, you could really tell they like that offensive coordinator did a lot of studying in the Saints defense,
they did
man
a lot
coverage,
of homework.
And
man coverage. They had an answer for man in zone
and how to exploit it, man. It wasn't just as a football fan, it was impressive to see. But then on the flip side, if you tell me that AJ Green has a game where he doesn't go off, Julio don't play, there's no Derrick Henry, still didn't win.
Like, man, you got to win those games, bro.
Got to, man. Like, those are what games, like, especially when you have Tampa Bay losing to Washington. Like,
and you down AK. You down AK. You in the game. You got to find a way to win that.
Have to. And I tweeted it, before the game was over. But I'm like, damn, man, the Saints killing our listenership right now, man. Like,
bro, after that, you said it, bro. That Tampa Bay game was the pinnacle, bro.
Bro,
our numbers was through the roof.
I told you, bro. Like, this is it. This is the top.
But taking advantage of opportunities, man. They had a batted ball on Tannehill. They hung up in the air forever. Nobody got. Had a forced fumble.
Couldn't recover it.
They couldn't recover. These are plays that has to be made for this team specifically.
Yes.
Like, you got to make these plays. And I know those are unpredictable plays that you can't really bank on, but man, other teams making them. Every time I look, they making them against us. Shit.
Yep.
They recovering our fumbles.
Fumble, like Marcus Davenport punches out the ball last week, don't recover it. Fumble snap today, don't recover it. Just,
Shout out to Mark Ingram, man. Saints leading rusher, all-time leading rusher. overcoming Deuce McAllister, one of my favorite players of all time.
All time.
So for him to do that, man, that's huge, man. And he was playing good, man. He was running hard.
Oh my goodness!
Caught a beautiful pass, throwing his way downfield
on a wheel route. He had a great game. He had a great game.
He had a great game, man. And so just shout out to him. He's it looks like a good pickup, just to pick up mid-season.
Just quickly, we should just hit on his career arc, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, gave up a first-round pick to jump up into the 2011 draft to draft him. He had such a rocky start to his career as a Saint. It was bad, bro.
Oh, man, bad. 11, first 2 years were really like, what? And then 13, you started to see him come on, towards the end of 2013. It was like, okay. Markey's starting to run a little different. He's starting to work, in the pass game a little bit. And just kind of rebuilt himself to be that every down back.
Yes. And because it changed from him coming in the game and being until that's a run to being an all-purpose back. You didn't know what, he worked on his game tremendously, a lot, to help his career and all that. Anything else in this game that just stood out to you? Oh, I will say, I was watching the game. I was like, the Titans got fucking Marcus Johnson, just a third round wide receiver. He just making plays up and down.
Make the plays, bro. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, bro. Made it look easy, bro.
But you know what? It's unfortunate Harris did that fumble because he was having a great game too.
Great game,
Harris.
Great game.
He went up. He was going up for the ball, attacking the ball in the air. He was. He's the number one Saints wide receiver right now. It's just
by far.
By far, you know what I'm saying? When you need a play, Harris is there to make a play, man. So hopefully his health stays up because we need him, man.
I don't know how much longer he's gonna be playing though. No.
With that health, I don't know, man.
No, I'm not talking about his health. I'm talking about that suspension, bro.
Oh yeah, that's coming. It's next week. Come on, bro. It's that paper sitting on Goodell's bed desk right now, cooking.
Looking he's like Jay Jameson, bro. And he gets up there on his desk. Goddamn Sean Payton.
Just on the purpose. He might wait till the playoffs or something. You know what I'm saying? We'll finally get in the playoffs.
Of course.
It's just the breaks, man. Lattimore shit might come down at some point.
Yeah, that's a good point. That one's kind of going under the radar. We haven't really talked about injuries. So CD went on IR, expected to miss potentially 3 to 4 weeks, reported by Ian Rappaport, which is a big loss. They I don't think we really maybe saw the impact of it in this game because I think PJ played well. Bradley Roby played more, obviously, so we didn't see it hugely, and that kind of shows the depth.
No, that's beautiful depth, man. That's
and it's so crazy because
teams don't have that.
No, not especially not in the secondary.
No.
And that was, it's so crazy because thinking going into the season, we're just like, shit, we don't know who's going to start outside Marshawn. And now all of a sudden, they have depth and, you give a third round pick for Bradley Roby. You want to see that, see good come from that. And so he's going to get a lot more playing time. Hashtag who first, Peyton Turner, IR.
I swear I didn't react to that, bro. I swear I did. When I saw that, I literally just flipped my little TL, just kept going. I didn't even react to it. I didn't even have thoughts about it. I was just are we missing anything?
That Panthers game, though.
Got that Panthers game.
Got the Panthers game, though. Just taking a peak, next 2 weeks, you got the Eagles next Sunday.
Mm.
And then after that, you got ready for the Bills to ruin your Thanksgiving, Ryan?
Oh, ain't ruining shit.
Nah, bro, just
Ooh, ain't ruining nothing. Who are they, though?
hey, I done said it. If you're a Saints fan, I will say, obviously you root for the Saints throughout the season, all of this. But also, you want to kind of root for the Seahawks to keep losing.
I know, right?
Like, they didn't score a point today. Like,
oh,
just saying, bro. I feel like we just really quickly should have like we glanced about it earlier, right? But a bigger discussion about officiating, okay? About the egregious call that happened in the Saints game. There was an egregious call, Monday Night Football, taunting on Cassius Marsh and the Bears. And I just think, I was doing some errands earlier before we started recording, thinking about this whole officiating thing. And I think it just goes back to, and I tweeted, I just said, there's so much human error, not just in football, right? Like, this is just a sports-wide thing.
Yeah.
In terms of officiating, referees, blah, 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 blah. There's so much human error that can swing the course of a game. The course of the game, who wins and loses it. That to still have like an intense, like emotional, like ride or die, like we saw it firsthand in the NFC Championship game in 2018. And it's funny to me now because, like, the officiating this year has been the absolute shit.
Horrible.
Top to bottom. So now I'm seeing all these tweets on my timeline, like, the NFL needs to fix it. This is ridiculous, blah, blah. And I'm just like, y'all told us to get over it, right? Like,
exactly.
well, win some, you lose some. Like, what can you do? And I've realized that it's not, the officiating is not going to change.
No.
It's not going to change. There's nothing that can be done to quote unquote fix it because ultimately at the end of the day, it's a judgment call and it's a person, a human using their judgment to make that call.
Right.
And I know, I didn't even look at my timeline when the roughing happened because I only could imagine what it would have been like. But this is why, like, am I going to say that the Saints lost today because of that penalty? Splitting hairs, but did it play a huge fucking role? Like, if that interception stands, like, do a Titans score another touchdown instead of the one they got? Who fucking knows? Like, right. We don't know, but I don't know. I just feel like we need to just talk about just officiating in general and just how it's just been atrocious. Obviously, everyone who listens to this podcast knows that we've been fucked by officiating before. And that's why we preach so much that emotional detachment because, like, I just laughed, bro. Like, I saw it, I was like, that's it. Nothing else we can do.
Like, Bree, my wife, when she was so pissed, she was hot, bro. She was hot, man. She was like, I cannot watch this. This is bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
I will say it makes the product in itself so bad.
And that's what she said. Like, this is, if she. It's crazy, though. It's like, because she couldn't even enjoy the product, and I think that's happening to everybody. But with that said, are the ratings going to go down?
Nope.
Drastically? Or advertisers going to pull out? No.
Nope.
And even Goodell said, I can't remember when, but he said something like, it adds a little drama to the game. So he has no requirement to change that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to change. It's not going to change. There's no desire to change it. Would it be better to have like a sky judge or something that's like just one person that's able to say, Yeah, no, that's a bad call.
You know, and it's crazy because what's more annoying about that, I would say, is that before it got shut down due to COVID, I believe it was, or whatever the reason they made it got shut down, bro. When the XFL like restarted and had like the XFL 2.0, like that's exactly what they had.
Yeah,
like in it, you literally saw the person in the booth. A call was made that maybe was like questionable or whatever, and you saw that person in the booth, like the lead referee, whatever for that game, looking at the play. You got to see it as a viewer, and then he talked through. He heard him talking to wherever the headquarters were, and if they changed their decision, you heard the rationale. Like that is as transparent as it gets,
and it makes 100% sense. Just makes sense.
It's not gonna happen, bro. It's not. But I think to casual fans, especially like diehard fans, because I see it on my timeline all the time. Like it's just this uproar of officiating and all this and all that. And I'm just like if it didn't change and the biggest non-call in sports history, like not football history, like this is sports history. If there wasn't a drastic change to fix it then, like the little like, oh, we're going to make pass interference reviewable, like that lasted a year, and that wasn't the fix that Sean Payton was even asking for. Right. If that didn't cause any change, to me, nothing else will. And so it's just the point where you watch it and you know that there may be a game that's decided by a terrible fucking call, right? And that's just a pro sports experience.
And that's why you don't invest all of your emotion, time, and energy
into
a sports game, because your heart can be ripped out, not by your team. Because we'll take that. Like, okay, if the team is not actually good and they crush us, okay, it comes with the game. But when a ref snatches your heart out, it's just a whole different game, bro.
It is, man.
It makes you not trust the game. Like that was my whole thing with the no call. Like I no longer trusted the game anymore. Like sure we had bad calls before and stuff like that, but like as egregious as that was, it's like how can I trust you? Like I can't trust you anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like a relationship. It's like what you cheating multiple times. Like I can't trust you. I can't look at you the same way. And now with the team, with NFL involved and with Vegas so much, with gambling and all that stuff, I mean, I'm not saying, refs on the take, whatever, but I don't know. Like, where's the transparency? Like, I don't know. I have no idea.
What's happening in the NBA with an official?
Why would it not happen? Talking about billions of dollars, man. Like, this is billions of dollars. So shit. I don't know, bro. But it's terrible, man. It makes the game hard to watch. Like the roughing the passer thing. Like, look, I'm all for protecting players, man. But good God, like, can you imagine being a pass rusher, bro?
Nah, bro. I forgot.
What do you do?
What game was it? A game? I don't know when it was. Maybe it was a game on Thursday. I think. It was. It was a Thursday night football game, and the Ravens were able to get down the field largely due to two roughing the penalty calls on the Dolphins, I think it was. Or at least one of them. Maybe it was two. And one of them was like the defender driving the quarterback down and putting his weight on him or whatever, which is such a – I don't know, man. I don't know how you play defense in the NFL. I really don't, bro. I don't.
Like, just put a red jersey on the quarterback. Like, I hate to be like that guy that Troy Aikman, like, I don't want to be that guy, like, put a skirt on him. But it's like, Jesus, man, like, this is football at some point. Like, if you are fortunate enough to beat the offensive tackle and get to the quarterback while he has his hand in the ball, you should be able to just beat the shit out that motherfucker. Like,
real talk, though. Like, for real. Like, I agree. It's like it's hard. It's so hard in itself getting to the quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. like a great pass rusher has what? A great pass rusher has 18 sacks, 18 plays out of 900 plays.
That's wild when you conceptualize it like that, bro.
So like, man, let him get it in. So I gotta two-hand tap him now. Like two-hand tap, make sure not to touch his head, below the waist, nothing. Just tap.
And like, just think about how the position itself has just evolved, right? Like, it's not like these dudes are fucking stallions, bro. Like tall, big,
6'5", 245 pounds, chiseled, can run,
can spin out of shit, like can make you miss, like. Like if you are in my sights, my eye line, and I have a beat to you, I am going to run through you.
It's just amazing. If you go back and watch the 2009 NFC Championship, how we beat up on Brett Favre, it's just amazing. Like it's just amazing that we were able to do that because they beat the shit out that man. I mean, that's at least 10 penalties today.
At least.
It's ejections, everything. Like it's just.
They did, bro. Like they don't do it. I don't like. I remember when I played football in junior high. Like sometimes the coaches, you know, if we didn't practice, they would let us watch like a football movie, right? So like Remember the Titans or whatever. But like sometimes they put on like the greatest NFL hits, right?
Mm-hmm.
That the NFL would.
Yeah, they would produce.
And those hits were, bruh.
Like concussions, like knocking dudes' heads off, man.
Just a different era, different time.
And I'm not even like one of those people that's like I actually like the fact that they're kind of hard on concussions now and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We know more. We know much more about it. We know much more about it. We don't need, you know, now you know, certain things can get a little iffy, like the one today where Callaway was just turning around and ended up getting the helmet to helmet. That wasn't intentional. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, it wasn't.
But, you know, I guess maybe it is hard to officiate that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But some of this stuff is just like, come on now, man. It just goes beyond the realm of common sense. Like, just common sense, like, you know what I'm saying? We should be able to have it to where, okay, these are judgment calls on the field and everything's happening light speed. We get that. Ref's going to make a mistake. Why can't we have somebody upstairs just looking and say, oh, no, that wasn't a good. That was a good one. You don't pick the flag up.
Right.
Period. Because we all see it on TV. Like, after they do the replay, we all see it. Like, oh, no, that wasn't a flag.
We see it. The players on the field see it. The coaches.
The guy, they hire a guy to be in studio now, the officiating expert or whatever. They hire him. They're like, no, that's a bad call. So everybody's doing it except the NFL.
just sitting on their hands. So let me ask you this as we're wrapping this up. Number 6 seed right now in NFC playoffs. The great thing about this season, we said it before the season started. We didn't know we was going to have Trevor Siemian as the quarterback, but we came into the season with absolutely no expectations whatsoever. Not a single one. So for them to be 5-4, yeah, they lost 2 in a row, and spectacular Saints type of fashions in both ways. What is, again, your view, outlook for this team rest of the season? Because this season feels like it's taking forever, bro. Like
long ass season, man. I looked at the schedule. I was like, damn, there's a lot of games. Bets and shit. Like, damn, it's still 9 to 10 wins, man. I still feel like this like a 9 to 10 win season. I don't know. It just still makes sense to me. It's still, that could change. Obviously, like if AK out for a long time or they get more injuries, that could change. But I think if AK come back, and they can get a little push, I think they can win 9 to 10, man. Beyond that, who the fuck knows? I don't see them as a deep playoff team. I don't see them as a Super Bowl team.
I agree. I don't see them as either of those two things, but they are for sure a team that whoever would face in the playoffs would be like, fuck.
Oh, because if they're playing how they play, if they're playing like good football, it's going to be a close, tight game. It's going to be a dogfight. Like Sean Payton wants every game to be a dogfight. Of course, he would love it to be like us putting points up, but it's just we're not built like that.
Yeah, we're not. No.
So every game is going to be a dogfight till the end, man. All of them, man. Unless things just break our way and we get a pick six and ball bouncing our way those games, but you can't depend on that. It just offensively, it's just crazy. I tweeted earlier, I was like, it's just crazy. We spent so many years just having easy offense, bro. Just up and down.
Is that wild?
Just easy, bro. Easy offense. And now it's like, it's a struggle to score points. It's a struggle.
Yeah, it's tough. And
like we used to put up 28. Like we put up 28 points, like just breathing. Just 28 points. Okay. Man, you know what I'm saying? 32, 38 points, whatever.
I just looked right now, just like if that, and I hate when this happens, but if the playoffs started today, the Saints would face the Cowboys.
Yeah. Beat them, please beat them, man. Beat the Eagles next week, though. They got to beat the Eagles, man, because they dropped the 5. They dropped the 5-5, bro. Shit start getting a little dicey.
Oh, it gets real dicey, bro. Real fucking dicey.
Start getting a little dicey, boy.
Yeah,
shit can unravel quick.
Real quick, yeah. That Eagles game is huge. It's in Philadelphia. We'll talk about it more in the preview pod, but in terms of defensively, the Eagles front has always given the Saints offense a lot of fits, bro. Mm-hmm. I feel like every fucking game. Fletcher Cox, and it's going to be a game, bro. It's going to be a game, and I will say this. I hope Dennis Allen watches the game that Jalen Hurts played last year and watch how he attempted to play against Jalen Hurts and just throws that game in the fucking trash and just say, you know what? Right. Like, that didn't work.
Right.
Please. But yeah, man, just a crazy, another Saints, not miracle, but just another Saints, ending, bro. That's what it is, bro. The Saints ending.
I must say, bro, it was comical to see Sean Payton wanting to fight Adam Troutman, though. I was like,
he got that false start.
Like, now you feel how we feel, Sean. Shit. That's what I've been saying all this time. I've been wanting to fight that nigga.
I just want to punt. Like, he shouldn't be. He should be benched. Like I mean, he should be benched. I would say Ruiz should be benched too. Like you said, like who's coming off the bench, but like, bruh. And Sean said it like in the post game pressure. Like if you keep making the same mistakes like that, I don't know, bro.
Nah, they need to know that these positions aren't guaranteed to them.
Not at all.
You gotta play. You gotta play well. Not just play well. You gotta be a smart player. Don't do dumb shit. Don't get beat inside as a guard.
Man, he been getting
don't do that. Like, just don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
He can't happen, bro. He been getting beat inside as a guard since he stepped on the field, bro.
God, like, you just can't do that, man. That destroys every play. And look, I mean, Simeon played great, but he had 2 back-to-back sacks.
Oh my God, bro!
Like, don't do that. Don't.
Dreadful, just dumb.
That was just ugly. Just ugly, man. Ugh, like this is poverty, bro.
It's like we say that, but they're 5-4. They beat the Packers and they beat the Bucks, bro. Like, only this team
makes no sense.
Only this team. I think we hit it. We covered it all as much as we can. But they gotta bounce back and put this one behind them and get ready for the Eagles, because that's not going to be an easy game by any stretch of the imagination.
And of course the Falcons go back to looking like
3 fucking points, Ryan.
It went right back to, of course.
We were their Super Bowl, bro. Like, let's be real. Like,
hell yeah.
We were their
Matt Ryan was so amped up to beat the Saints, bro.
And he threw like 3 interceptions today, bro. It was bad. Should have took Justin Fields. Anyway, yeah, it's just annoying. Can I just say it looks like to close the season out potentially it's gonna be the Saints against the Panthers with Cam starting at quarterback, just like old times, bro.
How crazy is that, though? That's crazy, bro. I feel like that story ain't getting enough fuck. Like, that's kind of nuts.
It is. Like, and I mean, good on Cam because the way he kind of sees it, like, shit, I'm getting decent money. I think he's getting like $5 million guaranteed, and then the rest can be made up in incentives. Sam Darnold, we wrapping it up, but the Saints should count their lucky stars that both the Panthers and the Falcons did not draft Justin Fields this past draft.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like the Panthers really said, you know what? We're not going to draft the quarterback. We got Sam Darnold. We good. We good. And he's hurt. He might miss the rest of the season. Cam's back. And then Rappaport, like, basically said, like, this might be a shot for Cam to play in 2022 too. Just coming fucking full circle, bro. Just coming full circle. It's wild.
And I tweeted also, just something I just been thinking about, like, what if the Saints were able to get Mac Jones in this past draft? Like, what would it be different? I honestly think that the record would be the same. I don't think it'll be that much different.
But at least you would have the future set.
The outlook would be like, okay, this is what we got. We just need to build around him better.
That's it. Yeah, because in a much different situation, the Saints, whoever they get, I have strong belief that they're going to go after somebody in free agency, get a upper echelon elite quarterback. Where Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, they gonna try for somebody. I don't know if they're gonna get somebody, but I know they're gonna try to get somebody that's elite and ready to like win, come in and win now. So then the difficult part is that if you go and get a player like that, you're gonna give up so much to get that quarterback, and you're gonna have to. Bruh, Mickey and Kai with gymnastics to figure out how a contract like that, all that stuff, I don't know. But I guess the point I'm making is you're going to give up so much to get that quarterback that it's going to be so difficult to put talent around whoever that quarterback's going to be.
Right.
Rather than if you had Mac Jones. So let's say they moved up from wherever they drafted, draft Peyton Turner, gave up next year's first and move up and got to 14 or wherever the spot is to draft Mac Jones, or it would have cost more than next year's first. It would have cost some more, but you got Mac Jones, and then you could then build the rest of the offense, draft around receivers, tight ends, whatever, and supplement that later in the draft.
Right.
And now, because they didn't, and we don't know what it would have cost for them to move up, anything like that. But it makes it a little more harder to build the future and the rest of the team. But
and then cap wise, the Drew Brees contract drops off.
Yep.
Start to put things up. You got Mac Jones on a rookie contract. Things looking pretty. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You can make some moves.
And it just all goes back to one of the, we've done a lot of episodes that I'm proud of, but that Mac Jones episode.
Very proud of that one.
it was so clear cut, bro.
Because it's not like we were saying, oh, this guy's going to be, next Peyton Manning, Patrick Mahomes, or whatever. It's just like, this is who he is. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what you're seeing now in the NFL is exactly what he showed.
Yep.
Exactly what he showed.
Like, there's a reason why Jalen Waddle and Devontae Smith said that they preferred him over Tua. And I explained it to my girlfriend earlier today, actually. And I just said that because I saw it all draft season, Ryan. Just draft Twitter hated Mac Jones. They hated him, bro. It's just because the pendulum has swung so much from, pocket passer to now, like if a quarterback is not making off-script plays, got a huge arm, can juke and dive and shive in the pocket, and like people they discredit the player as a prospect so quickly. Like it's just like it just blows my mind. And so I was like, yeah, Mac is not going to juke you, but the thing that he does well, like he does them really well. Like there's a reason why Kyle Shanahan wanted to draft him.
Yes.
At number 3. And if you read the reports, like Trey Lance was not a Kyle Shanahan pick.
No.
He acquiesced and he let John Lynch change his mind. Kyle Shanahan wanted Mac Jones. And the analogy I made for Mac Jones on the podcast when we did our Mac Jones preview, I just said he was a rich man's Kirk Cousins. Now he might just end up being like maybe this year's Kirk Cousins, and Kirk's been playing well this season, bro. Kirk's blowing that thing. And so like you could do a whole bunch fucking worse as a first round quarterback than
that's what I'm saying.
Kirk Cousins, bro.
Exactly. But it's water under the bridge. Nothing we can do about it. It was just one of the things I've just been thinking about. Like, damn, so many slightly missed opportunities.
Yeah, it is.
And now, maybe we didn't want to give up so much to get Mac, but now next year, off season, you're gonna be trying to give up 3 first-round picks for Russell Wilson or go to boat at Green Bay for Aaron Rodgers or whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy, but like I am absolutely ready for it, bro.
Oh hell yeah, fucking right.
I'm ready for it because someone came in my mentions today where they were like Russell Wilson wouldn't want to come here and play with the Saints, like, and I was like, and I tweeted, I was like, the Seahawks had DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett, and the Seahawks scored 0 points today. Like the Saints were on one of the teams that Russell Wilson had in his trade request. Like the dots connect themselves. But we're gonna see. First and foremost, Eagles, we'll talk about that. To all the people who continue to listen to us, even when the Saints lose, because it's easy to come and listen to us after win. Like everyone wants to hear all the Saints content, just like inject me. Like you just want to have that euphoria. But we don't see none of these losses. People ain't listen to us as much. So if you still listen to us, if you're a diehard, you listen to us after wins, you listen to us after losses. Whenever you do, we appreciate, especially when you listen to us after losses. We 100% appreciate it. And we appreciate the support because it means a lot to us, especially after losses, because we know it's hard to listen to football content after your favorite sport team loses.
Absolutely.
But with that, we're out of here. We'll have the preview for the Eagles game of this upcoming week. With that, we're out.
Peace.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Baker's, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices that excite your inner foodie. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices, plus extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week. You can also save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with fuel points. More savings and more inspiring flavors make shopping Baker's worth it every time. Baker's, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.